Muy buenas amigos, ¿cómo están? Bienvenidos al canal, bienvenidos a un nuevo vídeo y tenemos State of Play de sorpresa de Demon's Souls, amigos, así que vamos a ver qué nos van a presentar. Recordemos que este videojuego se lanza pues el día de salida de la consola y hasta ahorita no habíamos visto nada, pues que algunos gameplays cortitos, pero vamos a ver qué nos ofrecen. Así más palabras, vamos a ver qué tal está. ¿Ok? Oh. Ok.
Hello, I'm Gavin Moore, Creative Director for Demon's Souls.
Ok.
This is a remake of monumental scope and ambition, transforming a beloved PlayStation classic into a stunning showcase for the PlayStation 5. In every respect, Demon's Souls looks, sounds, and feels right at home in this next generation of gaming.
Oh. Ok.
We're all massive fans of the original
Wow,
game.
qué bien
We
se
wanted
ve.
to
Ahí
bring
tenemos
everything
para
we
la
possibly could up
caracterización
to
del
the level that
personaje,
modern gamers
para
expect.
crearnos.
And that includes the power and variety
Ahora
of
sí,
control in the character
ahora
class,
sí.
from facial
Se estaban quejando de
customization
los primeros
to hair
personajes que habían
tones.
mostrado
There are
que no
many
se veían de
thousands more
batalla.
permutations for you to explore, empowering you to make an avatar you can relate to, whoever that
Wow,
may be.
qué gran trabajo para crear. Son modelos random, pero tienen un buen acabado.
Demon's Souls is anchored by a hub, the Nexus. The Nexus is how you'll get to the game's 5 archstones, each of which leads to a different land in Boletaria. There are also many NPCs here who are a key part of the storytelling experience. We were lucky enough to bring back many of the original cast to take on their iconic roles.
Wow, se ve muy
Now
bien.
let's enter the first archstone, the Archstone of the Small King, and start our journey at the gates of Boletaria.
Wow. Uf. Qué brutal se ve ese dragón, amigos.
Now, the real Demon's Souls begins.
Wow.
Attack it.
Ok, ahora sí vemos el menú completo, la barra de vida, las armas, la resistencia también tenemos ahí.
Aren't particularly daunting. Their patterns are relatively simple, and their attack ability is somewhat limited. Still, even these earliest enemies can pose a threat if the player loses focus.
Wow.
For those who played Demon's Souls on PlayStation 3, you'll notice enemies behave exactly as you remember. Though you can play at 60 frames a second in performance mode, and animations have been completely redone, combat timing is just as it was. We're actually using original code for these core gameplay pillars, the untouched essence of the game around which everything else has been beautifully remade. It's a modern engine driving this white-knuckle combat experience where the slightest error could mean your death.
Uf. Wow.
We're playing in performance mode, which targets 60 frames a second, running at a beautiful dynamic 4K. There's also a cinematic option that's an even more vivid native 4K, targeting 30 frames a second. Whether your preference is fluidity and responsiveness, or simply the most detailed possible experience, the game is a feast for the senses on PlayStation 5.
Wow, uff.
We've added thousands upon thousands of new sound effects to take advantage of the PlayStation 5's impressive Tempest 3D audio.
Ok, usa el audio
Imperial
3D de Tempest.
Boletaria creeping up behind you, or a creature slithering out of the slime in the Valley of Defilement far below. Now you can experience this stunning world in 3D audio just by connecting a headset. We're also really excited about the DualSense wireless controller's haptic feedback. We wanted to make combat feel grittier and darker, so this is the perfect way to feel steel clash against steel, or the crackle of a fireball in the palm of your hand before you cast it at your enemies. We've left the open air of Boletaria and descended into the lair of the Flame Lurker, deep within Stonefang Mines. Flame Lurker is one of the most beloved of all of the Demon Souls bosses, and here he's brought to life in amazing detail. The real-time lighting and incredible particle effects, as well as a deadly redesigned arena, all culminate in a spectacular battle set in the world of
El sonido del soundtrack es increíble.
Flame Lurker is one of many incredible tracks created for Demon Souls. On PlayStation 5, we've rearranged and fully reorchestrated Shinsuke Kida's breathtaking score with 120 world-class musicians.
Ya está, has muerto.
Air Studios in London.
Oh.
The Tower of Latria. This is the first part of the third Archstone. It's truly one of the most unforgettable areas in Demon Souls. It's so haunting and claustrophobic. It's rife with detail and countless nooks and crannies. On PlayStation 5, we've
La luz es realmente brutal cómo se maneja y aún sabemos que no usa Ray Tracing, pero usa una iluminación en tiempo real, nos dijeron, y se ve totalmente increíble.
Set piece for enemy encounters. These mind flayers, for example, cast glowing projectiles down long corridors. For all of the added or enhanced effects like these, we've endeavored to strike a balance between dread and beauty, echoing the tragic fall of the once glorious but now doomed kingdom of Boletaria.
Uf, casi.
Moving on to the rain-soaked Shrine of Storms. Each class in Demon Souls has a radically different feel. Knights in their armor are tough, but a bit clumsy when dodging an attack. The Thief, on the other hand, is quick and sure of foot, but requires finesse to inflict a killing blow.
Uf, casi. Wow, qué magnífico cómo se mira eso.
Veterans might have noticed that we've added new animations for all weapon types. Of course, we made sure to match the timing and feel of the original attacks. It's a small change, but it helps make each weapon choice feel a little bit more unique and makes the thrill of landing a perfect backstab all the more satisfying.
Uf. Los detalles son increíbles de los escenarios, son maravillosos, amigos.
Souls on PlayStation 3 knows that the Valley of Defilement is one of the most challenging, demanding levels in the game. We're so excited for those players to revisit this gloomy, arresting swamp, now with performance mode at a targeted 60 frames per second. This area was a particular challenge because we wanted to preserve the occasionally disorientating, almost maze-like nature of the stage while building on the mythos of Boletaria. After all, this is a place of outcasts and the unwanted. We wanted the valley to feel much more alive with the PlayStation 5 remake, and it gave us a rare chance to revisit a truly iconic level in gaming history.
Wow, ¿qué es eso?
And before we wrap up, here's a first look at the
Whoa.
Dirty Colossus, a nightmarish mishmash of detritus that's been discarded from above. Your best bet for success here is to keep your distance and time your attacks carefully, and use a weapon that can burn through this toxic monstrosity.
Wow. Wow, se ve increíble, amigos. Wow.
You've just gotten a taste of what's awaiting you this November. Demon's Souls is one of the most celebrated gems in PlayStation history. It defined a new genre of action RPGs, focused on tactical combat, environmental storytelling,
Se ve grandioso.
synchronous and asynchronous multiplayer elements, and an emphasis on trusting the player to learn, master, and ultimately triumph.
Wow. Increíble.
SIE Worldwide Studios and Bluepoint Games are honored to be able to remake this classic for those who hold it dear and for a whole new generation of gamers to discover. Thank you for watching.
Ok, amigos, entonces ahí teníamos ya este State of Play sorpresa de Demon's Souls. Unas cuantas impresiones súper rápidas. No lo he jugado, ustedes saben que no jugué el título original. Pero como que se me hizo que los enemigos tardan mucho en reaccionar. No sé si esto es así en el título original. Pero como que tardaba mucho en reaccionar o cuando tú aparecías en el campo, ellos tardaban un poco en reaccionar o en mirarte o en atacar. No sé si eso será así. Aparte de eso, es lo único que lo he visto así, digamos, más o menos flojito. Pero todo lo demás se ve totalmente ultra increíble, amigos. Realmente se ve muy hermoso, gráficamente muy potente. Y bueno, yo creo que si alguien de ustedes ha jugado y quiero que me diga su experiencia, lo que ha visto, si realmente le convence lo que está mirando, pues en los comentarios para saber si pues, este cambio que le han hecho le favorece, este cambio que le ha hecho de los enemigos, era así, eran más agresivos. Pueden dejarme en los comentarios. Si no están suscritos al canal, amigos, suscríbanse para más. Y nos vemos en un siguiente video, amigos. Brutal, brutal el Demon's Souls.